Hello, everyone, my Essential Yoga Program friends. This is Marty Harder, and today I want to talk with you about some simple practices you can incorporate into your yoga practice at home and or in your teaching that incorporates the doTERRA essential oils into something that can be very simple and very purposeful. And it actually starts with a tool that many people have access to that they don't even really know what to do with, which is having a mala. And I bring this up. This is a mala that I got when I was traveling in Bali some years ago that has these red ruksha beads. And red ruksha beads are a seed. Actually, I should hold that away from the camera so you can see it. That are a wonderful tool to disperse essential oils. So I want to talk about this for a minute because I want to talk about this simple and purposeful practice that you can incorporate to help you deal with all the things that are going on in the world right now, just to get yourself to peace and to bring in more calm in your life so that you can really focus on what matters to you right now. I want to talk about how you can renew your energy using Basil essential oil. And I'm going to talk about this really specifically, but let's back up for a second and talk about the idea of japa meditation. And japa meditation, as most of you probably know, incorporates the use of a mala. And the mala is used where we take our thumb and third finger and we actually roll each bead one at a time, all 108 beads on a mala, while either silently or out loud chanting a mantra that brings a message to us that's purposeful. Now, some of you may have a wonderful practice with this, but I'm finding right now with so many different things going on, so many crises that I'm trying to work with, that it helps me to have a tool that I can actually keep my focus and my concentration by saying the same thing over and over and over in a positive way as I inhale and exhale using the mala. So the mala becomes a focus tool. And whatever mala you have available to you, I'm actually using, as I mentioned, this one that I have that has red ruksha beads on it. And the red ruksha beads are such a wonderful carrier for the essential oils. So let's talk about a couple of things here. First of all, focusing and not having distraction is an important thing when we're trying to bring ourselves into a calmer place. Right now, with all of the input that's coming in, all the things that have been happening and more coming with the summer solstice and the Mercury retrograde and all the retrogrades and all the other crazy things, the eclipse, there's a lot of energy just flying around the universe. And so for me, again, I'm finding that this ability to focus is super important. And I start my day with a mala. And what I'm finding is that I have to create my own mantra. And my mantra right now is that I inhale the phrase, I am safe, and I exhale, I am calm. Now, some people have Sanskrit mantras that they chant. Some people have specific words that mean something to them. Sometimes you might have an inhale one phrase, exhale one phrase, another phrase inhale, another phrase exhale. My brain doesn't work like that. I just have to have two things, one that I inhale, one that I exhale. So as I use my thumb and third finger, as I'm working my way around the 108 beads of my mala, I'm chanting, for me, I'm saying, I am safe as I inhale, and I exhale, I am calm. I am safe, I am calm. And that is something that if I repeat that 108 times all the way around my mala with an essential oil with it, I find that it really helps me ground myself. And for me right now, this is a very important tool. So a mala, as most of you know, but just to, if you're not familiar with it, a mala is a garland. That's what it means in Sanskrit. A mala is often used in many forms of religion. There's a tool like this. Some people use worry beads. Some people use a rosary. And whatever that is, these kinds of tools have been used for many, many thousands of years to help people stay focused on their sacred devotion to whatever it is. If you are chanting something you want to bring into your life, focusing on the positive is very beneficial. The 108 beads in a mala are actually kind of interesting. And this one, as you can see, has amethyst in it, which is a powerful way to incorporate into a mala some of the gemstones that can be bringing, again, enhancing the power of that messaging over and over and over as it works its way into your mind and into your heart and into your whole energy field in your being. So the mala becomes a way to hold your love and intention and power. And then when we wear this as an accessory, it becomes something that we can continue to bring into our well-being. It's also, I find, a helpful tool if I find myself sort of spinning off the deep end right now with another bit of news that I don't want or need. I just find this is very soothing and grounding. So it may be something that you want to try. The 108 beads actually has some significance that I want to mention as well. And that is that in a mala, you have something called the guru bead, which is this big bead at the bottom. And this is something that you would, that is kind of the anchor of this entire mala. The 108 beads are designed with the knotting on them to allow them to rotate or turn like the planets. And so as you are moving those beads, saying your mantra to yourself or out loud, you are creating that impact into your well-being. The 108 stands for, the 1 stands for, of the number 108 stands for we are one. The 0 stands for the path to enlightenment. And the 8, when turned sideways, represents to infinity, which I think is kind of an interesting little fun fact if you didn't know that. According to yogic tradition, I'm going to read this to you. There are 108 pithas or sacred sites throughout India. And there are also 108 Upanishads, 108 Hindu deities, 108 steps in a Buddhist temple, 108 marma points or sacred places in the body, 108 energy lines that converge to form the heart chakra, and 108 lines converge in sacred geometry shapes. So 108 is a big number. And so the use of the mala with your mantra is really a great way to go. Now, what I want to add to that is the basil essential oil. And the reason that I'm talking about this is basil is the oil of renewal. This is an oil that is a fantastic choice when you are finding yourself in a little bit of nervous overload. So when we talk about crisis fatigue, the easiest way to use the basil essential oil with your mala will be to take a drop or two in the palm of your hand, maybe rub your fingers in that. And then as you continue to use your mala in reciting your mantra, you're going to be weaving that essential oil into the beads. So these red ruksha beads create then, in a sense, a diffuser that I can be carrying around with me. You can weave a mala into a bracelet. You can use it as a necklace. You can just carry it in your hand, put it in your pocket, whatever it is. But this is a way that you can be weaving this basil essential oil into your daily practice. I think this is a good oil right now. This oil of renewal is something that helps us when we're under a lot of mental strain. If we're feeling exhausted, nervous, anxious, some despair maybe about some of the things that are going on. And I'm not trying to put that into your mind. There's a positive aspect to all of the emotional aspects of oils as well, that it helps us by recognizing where we're feeling. It helps us feel rested and strengthened. It helps us feel renewed and ready to move on. So today, I just wanted to suggest to you that incorporating the basil essential oil into something like the use of a mala and a japa meditation with a mantra that makes purposeful sense to you. Again, for me, it is 2 simple things. I am safe and I am calm. And I found that it's just been really, really helpful to focus on a tool like this with the oils in my meditation each day. So I hope that that's an idea that you might want to consider. If you haven't been picking up a mala recently that you have somewhere, maybe you even wear it every day. And I just hope that you'll think about some of these tools we need to tap into that can be beneficial to all of us at this time. So that is my idea for today, and I hope that you have a safe and calm week. I look forward to talking with all of you again and wishing you all the best. Namaste.